Okay, so make dinner with me. I am getting ready to make a spaghetti with this hair length spaghetti, which is perfect for a smaller pot if you're a single person not wanting to use an excessive amount of water to conserve your resources and still be able to cook the pasta without breaking it. I'm going to be making a sauce to go with it with lemon juice, butter, green onions, onion, garlic, and some Von Camp's smoked oysters. I need to go grab some butter. I will be right back. Sorry, I just was washing dishes. I'm all wet. I'm washing dishes. My hands are clean. And I have my pot of water on the stove boiling. And just some quick tips. If you're in a hurry, I do go ahead and start with hot water. And then I use some salt in the water to bring the water to a boil faster, a little bit of oil to keep the pasta from sticking. This keeps you from rinsing it, which does remove the minerals off of the pasta, keeping us not getting all of the nutrients, from the resources that we have. And I was in the middle of cleaning my room. I had to run and grab some garbage bags. I'm trying to get all of my winter clothes out of my closet so I can make room for some more of my summer clothes, which are, still pants, just because I'm working outside a lot, to protect my legs and my arms. And, it's a myth, that shorts and, tops like this, if you were working outside, keep you cooler. Protecting your body and your skin from the sun are really important. So wearing a long sleeve shirt, wearing pants when you're working outside are just a pro tip. My water is boiling. I'm going to take a handful of pasta. Okay. And go ahead and throw that into the boiling water. We're looking at approximately the amount that would fit in our hand is, maybe take a little less, an appropriate amount for, healthy eating. So just hand right. Anyway, just dropping it all over the place. What? My hand? Okay, I have tiny hands. There we go. Use a fork to stir my pasta. That way I am making sure none of the pasta sticks together. So, I think it's kind of funny because I am, wearing a shirt that makes me look, whatever. My shorts are a size 5. So if that gives you an idea, being recorded in space and time, having your image pulled is something that happens. Sorry, I was like, someone's looking at my muscles. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna put my oysters in. So, I could do some oysters Rockefeller. Ooh, that sounds fancy, right? But I'm gonna make I don't really have a name for this. Yes, this is out of my mind. I'm inspired by some other dishes that I like to make. If you didn't have oysters, plans would work for this. Who knows what you need to look for, like for us in the future. But if we're on a spaceship and we were traveling through space, the chances are, that a canned meat or, something like that is a possibility, right? So my pasta, I'm here in the mountains, and at a higher elevation, things take a little bit longer to cook. So I don't usually set timers anymore, just because I have like the sixth sense that just tells me when stuff is ready. So I am taking my onion, and if you guys have never properly chopped an onion, let me show you how. So I take my onion, I cut it in half. I leave my skin on it until I am ready to peel it. Cut my end off the onion, and this gives me a firm base to hold on to. Makes chopping a little easier, and this allows for a really nice size onion, and these are my absolute favorite. And I had some money that I found here, and I don't know where it came from at the time I found it. I had no idea. If it was my daughter Skylar's, I love you, and I promise I'll do my best to make it up to you. I love you, boo. Forever. And I have a set of silverware that match these. I was really poor. I was cleaning my daughter's room. I found money in the room and didn't know where it came from, honestly. Thought it was potentially from Skylar, but when I need things, God puts them in front of me, so I don't know. And if it was yours, I would never mean to take anything from you, ever. And you never told me you were missing money, but I've heard about you losing money a couple times, so I wouldn't want to be responsible for harming you ever. I love the crap out of you forever. All right, so I'm gonna take approximately, let's say, 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna drop these in my pan, and I'm looking for lots of flavor. I like onion. I am, gonna put half an onion into my pan. Now, if you don't like a lot of onion, you could use less. But who doesn't like onion? It's like free calories, free food, lots of flavor. Well, yeah. Cooks down. Garlic. This was some garlic that I had that was on the verge of decomposing. So instead of letting it go bad, I did go ahead and peel it all and clean it up, throw it in my fridge so that it was ready to go when I was ready to use it. I do my best not to waste stuff. I have a wonderful fridge. There's wound up coming with me from my friend Nancy's house. When I moved in here, the fridge that was here, you know, belonged to somebody else, and you know, this one was given to me as a gift. So I took care of my friend until she died. Got an awesome fridge. I heard fridges don't like water in them. Who knows why? Secret. So my fridge is awesome, and it has the ability to do ice and make water. But you know, they once upon a time blamed fridges for polluting atmosphere. You know, it was a labor of love for us to rise and to be able to, you know, find more time to be able to, you know, invest in our consciousness, to be able to develop things like education. And I'm grateful for my refrigerator and for the life that it provides me, for the stability of fresh food and, you know, produce. And my fridge, if I put my produce in there, my cheese in there, stuff doesn't go bad. I got this little fridge, and you know, my friend, you know, brought it over here and left it, and he had a habit of leaving all kinds of stuff here. And so I've had some roommates, you know, that had, you know, some issues with not taking my stuff in my fridge and, you know, not replacing it when they promised. You know, I did that sort of stuff to my mother. I'm guilty of. So maybe I, you know, maybe that's why I suffered the consequences that I did. I get immediate consequences for things. My mom said I would always give you all the food you wanted if you needed food, so it may not be the food I would like, but she did hand me these from Grandma. So I bought some green onions yesterday. I have them as a treat. I have some that I'm already working on, and some get them out of the fridge. These were the ones I was working on. Instead, put them in the avocado bag. Oops. So I'm going to show you something. We're on a spaceship, right? We're traveling outer space, and you want to have as normal of a experience as possible. Okay, what are we to do with our garbage? We're just gonna send our garbage out into space so we could be alive on the ship? No, we wouldn't do that. What we would do is have to understand intelligent design. So watch. Recycle. There's no recycling here in Payson, and if there is, you have to pay for it.